Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you're all well and enjoying your fishing. Today we're going to tie a fly. It's very simple to tie, but it can be an absolute killer, especially for rainbow trout. But it's very apt for both still water and for the river. So let's get into the tying. It is a mop fly. Everybody knows about mops and how they got their name, the mop fly. And here is my mini mop. So what I'm going to do is use that as the tail, and I'm just going to cut one of the little mini mops off, and I'll put that there for the moment. Here I have a size 14 wide gate hook, and it's got a 3.8 bead on it, and it's a gold bead. Now really it's whatever size you want to put on, but generally these are fish close to the bottom, certainly in the river, and the tying that I'm going to do today is for the river. If it was for still water, for a lake, you may not need a bead, or if you do need a bead, it will be a lot smaller. And I'm going to use some fluorescent orange thread. Now hopefully you can see reflection on that, and I'm just going to mount the bead. As I've said, this has proved very successful for both types of fishing. Just to make the adjustments as I said, but it can be quite devastating. As far as brown trout are concerned, you may catch the odd one on it, but it is specifically designed for rainbow trout. And I'm going to wind this down so that I have a bed to tie the mop onto. Right, and this is the mini mop that I've just taken off, just cut off the mop. And I'm going to tie that in thus. And wind down to the rear of the shank. Now if you want to put one underneath, you can do. That just keeps it lifted and stops it folding over a little bit. And bind that down. Right, now for the Fritz head, I'm going to use this special edition gel core Fritz, and it's made by Flybox, and the colour is Competition Sunburst. Now I've cut a piece off. Like all Fritz, take off some of the fibres to reveal the core, and that will make it easier to tie in. Like so. And just tie it in and bind it down. As I said, there's nothing clever about these flies. As ever, also with Fritz, as you wind it, make sure that the fibres are pulled backwards. And it's only going to be maybe 4 winds or possibly even less. We're not looking for a dense fly. And it's the mop that is the attractor. And just tie that off at the front. And trim up the excess. Now I've said before, I'll just wind that down. I said before that when you fish with Fritz, it doesn't matter how it sticks out, it always seems to go backwards. Now I'm going to put some glue onto the thread. Like so. Pull back the fibres, wind that down and tie it off. And trim up the thread. Right, now for a little bit of neatness, I'm going to put some UV on the thread at the head there. Just pull back the fibres. Put a little bit of UV on there. Take the lamp, UV lamp, and just seal the UV varnish. And that is it. That is the fly finished. Such a simple tying, but by gosh, this can catch a few fish, especially if you're fishing stocked areas, whether it be river or lake. Just after it's been stocked, they go crackers for it. I hope you enjoyed that tying. Please, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing and open up your community notifications and give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends about the channel, and thanks for viewing. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.